The revelation that the man at the top of the stairs was Mark's father, the escaped murderer, sent a fresh wave of terror through them. Mark recoiled, every cell in his body screaming in protest at the sight of the man who was supposed to be dead, the man who represented everything monstrous and depraved. Emily, her mind flashing back to the horrific night of the assault, felt a cold dread grip her heart. This man, this monster, was family. Aunt Mildred, momentarily startled, regained her composure with chilling speed. "Nonsense, dear brother," she said, her voice smooth as silk, yet laced with steel. "They're just friends of Mark's. They were just leaving." She shot Mark and Emily a warning glance, a silent command to play along. Mark, though terrified, understood the precariousness of their situation. He knew his father's volatile nature, the unpredictable violence that simmered beneath the surface. He forced a weak smile, a grotesque imitation of normalcy. "Yes, father," he stammered, his voice barely a whisper. "We were just on our way out." But the man at the top of the stairs wasn't fooled. His wild eyes darted between them, suspicion and paranoia etched on his face. "Friends?" he repeated, his voice a low growl. "They don't look like friends." He took a step down the stairs, his gaze fixed on Emily, a predatory gleam in his eyes. "I know her," he rasped, his voice dripping with malice. "She's the one." Emily shrunk back against Mark, her breath catching in her throat. She could feel the weight of his gaze, heavy with unspoken menace, and the memory of his touch sent a shudder through her. Aunt Mildred, sensing the escalating danger, stepped forward, placing herself between the escaped convict and Emily. Now, dear brother," she said, her voice soothing, almost hypnotic. "You're mistaken. It's been a long time. Your mind is playing tricks on you." The man hesitated, his gaze still fixed on Emily, a flicker of doubt crossing his face. But the underlying madness remained, a volatile current just below the surface. He took another step down, reaching out a trembling hand. "But I remember," he mumbled, his voice thick with a terrifying familiarity. Just as his hand reached towards Emily, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the house, a sound filled with raw terror and agony. It wasn't Emily's scream. It came from somewhere deeper within the house, from the locked basement below. And it was followed by another sound, a sickening thud that silenced everyone in the room. The chilling silence that followed was broken only by the heavy breathing of the escaped killer, his eyes now wide with a new, primal fear. He looked at Aunt Mildred, his voice a terrified whisper. "What was that?"